Hey everybody, welcome back to another video. As you can see from the clip right here, we do get Peter's Camaro running in today's episode. But before we get into that, we just wanted to say real quick that we are going to be changing the channel name to Redneck Racing. We just feel like it describes a little bit better what we do on this channel versus All American Boys. We originally planned on doing some other content, but it seems like we're just going to be sticking with the cars for right now. So Redneck Racing. We're going to leave it at that, especially since later this summer we do plan on actually doing some racing with our cars. So, without further ado, we'll get right into the action.
Alright, so today's video what we're actually doing is we're doing some junkyard robbing from the junkyard we got started in the back from the crap barrel, the other one. So these are the seats out of that thing.
So technically you can't put third gen seats in a second gen. But the seats that were in this car, when I bought it, they weren't bolted down. And the bolt pattern is totally different. It's like a 2 or 3 inch difference between where the bolts are and where they should be, like for the seat. So we figured, and these seats, they don't move back and forth. And me being 6'2", it's kind of not good when your feet are through the windshield. So we decided if we're going to fabricate to fit these seats, we might as well just fabricate and fit those, since they already slide back and forth. So we're going to go with that. We got a new windshield.
I was just going to say.
We got that in.
We're getting pros at these stuff.
Yeah.
We're basically just going to do seats today, and then, where's
yeah. We went and got a gas tank, too, from the same guy that sold me the car. That guy is great. Good prices, everything. There's the gas tank.
Well, that's bigger than I thought.
Yeah. So right now it's sitting upside down, so it kind of drains a little bit of gas out of it and stuff. But look at this. It's mint. It was... I pulled it out of one of the cars. Just perfect. There's like hardly any rust at all. Yeah, you are.
Well, alright everybody. We got the driver's side seat in, which I suppose is the most important one. And it seems to be pretty good. We basically just, for putting seats in cars that don't technically fit, you're probably going to have to drill some extra holes. And then the other thing...
You just stack a bunch of washers.
Yeah. So we lined up, we got it so that the back feet, you can see right here, sit on the floor, and then in the front it was sitting up a little bit too high. So we just stacked a bunch of washers underneath the bolt there to get it to sit right. And then basically we just set the seat in there. Peter sat in the seat. I sat in the back seat so we could get the spacing right-ish. And then he just took a marker, and we marked the front holes first, right?
Yeah. I just marked where I wanted it, and it turned out that hole lined up. This front hole lined up.
So that's the front original factory hole?
Yes. And then the other side I had to drill because it's 14 inches across instead of 11 and a half.
All right. So, well, yeah, there you go, folks. If you want to put a third-gen seat in a second-gen Camaro Firebird, line it up with the front corner hole right there, and then base the rest of your holes off of that. And if you're ambitious and want to drill the back corner back over there, go for it. We didn't. Here, pop a squat in there once, bud. It's gonna be scooched all the way forward because I was in there.
Sure.
The nice thing with the third gen seats is it has the adjustable slider on it, so you can slide her back.
Yeah. That's all the way to the floor. Is it hitting that? It is hitting that.
Yeah, the fuse box.
We're gonna have to delete some of those.
I think that's the door dinger, that little yellow box.
Yep, that can go. I don't need that.
Well, you just slice the wires for, or that's maybe the seatbelt not on dinger.
So, there. I can shift all gears.
All right, everybody. Last night we started putting the seats in, and we went ahead and got the other one, passenger side, done up. So, as you can see, it looks pretty good. We got the old 3rd gen seats and the 2nd gen. We also snipped up some wires down underneath there. You got a light. So now we actually can reach all the pedals without stepping on wires. There's still a red and a green one right there. I don't know what those are for. We'll probably just cut them out. But we got those all taken care of. We got the seats taken care of. The interior is passable as done now. Pretty much.
Just about, yeah.
So we'll need to get some gauges in there yet. But so step 2 then, or step, I don't know, whatever step we're on. 6 or 7 or 25. We gotta get a gas tank in there. We were gonna just ratchet strap one onto the front bumper here, but we actually got a good deal on another gas tank here.
What do you hear them coyotes? Probably just across the cow pasture.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Oh, they're decently far away.
Maybe. Up by that bridge or corner. You're gonna need a light.
Yep, you're gonna get a light for me.
How come your phone doesn't do that light anymore?
Because the battery's almost shot. So, oh yeah, there's the lines right there.
Yep.
We haven't really looked at this yet. We just kind of.
Well, I've
We're
looked at
guessing.
it before, so.
We have one strap.
The other one, I can't get the hood out of my face. The other one, we're just gonna ratchet strap for now. I will get a strap for it later, but that's for some other time, because that's not really necessary. So, that's how that's gonna go. Them brakes look mint.
This looks like it'll be a lot easier than on that on the 3rd gen.
Oh yeah, by a long shot. The one that we pulled out. A trick for getting these to, if you don't care about these straps and you just want to get your gas tank out, trick is take a vice grips, bite it just a little bit, like that much, a 1/4 inch or something, and then just twist it so that it like cracks. And then you take another bite, a little bit more, crack it again, another bite, crack it, and then you can just tear the whole thing off. You can drop a gas tank in less than a minute if you're good enough.
Putting it up will probably be a little bit more difficult.
Oh yeah, but
because we got
actually do it.
Yeah, we got a dealy whopper. We got to fit the neck in there. We got to get some hoses connected up there, which is going to be a little bit dumb because the hoses on the gas tank that we have end on this side,
Yeah, that's gonna
and
be
they come up on that car over there. So it's probably that gas. Do you know what year Camaro that gas tank came out of? I bet it's older than 79.
Which one?
That gas tank.
Probably.
That we got.
I don't know.
Because the way a lot of these 2nd gens work is it's like the 2nd gens are split into a couple different categories, and the 79, 80, and 81, those 3 years, was like its own separate category of stuff. So this is like the later.
Also, there's a difference between the necks, the gas filler necks. Some are shorter and some are longer. I can't remember which. So we just kind of took a gamble, and we're just hoping and praying that one's gonna fit.
Oh,
If not,
great.
I'm gonna have to extend it.
Yep.
Just
Well, you got some extender pipe right there.
no, I ain't using that. It's called a Sawzall and a couple of things.
Yep. So we're going to just stuff this up here preliminarily. Wow, is that a word? I don't know. We're just going to stuff this up here real quick once and see how it goes. All right, so we got the old gas tank in here. We got the old ratchet strap holding up the old gas tank in here. And, did we show them putting in the gas tank while we were throwing it in or no?
No.
So basically we just undid that one bolt right there. I think we showed that. And then flip the strap back, put the gas tank up in there, did that bolt in, and then on the other side, we just hooked the ratchet strap in where the strap would go. It goes up in that hole. Oh shoot, you got a light, Peter. My flash just shut off.
That's dumb.
Alright, so we are on to the fuel pump stage of things. And we ran into a little bit of an issue, or not really an issue, just some unforeseen dilemmas, casualties. Which is right up there. We've got a bunch of fuel line that you can see laying there. We pretty much had to cut the fuel line out to like right there, like just basically right up to the front wheel.
You can see it right here.
It's pretty chewed.
It just rusted off. It was rusted off there, so I cut it down further, and then I pulled on it a little bit, and it just cracked up even further. So it was definitely broke a long ways up there. So
you've got it ripped.
We just cut it all out.
It's cut out pretty much all the way up to where the K-frame starts, basically. So we're probably just gonna replace it with soft line
For now. Maybe later we'll do some steel line.
We might have to, because I don't know what the drag racing rules are for soft line.
Yes.
You're only allowed to have like 3 feet of it or something.
Yeah.
But anyways,
that's about 3 feet times 6.
That's not that much. Yeah, so basically what our plan is for the fuel pump is, where's the primary line?
Right here.
Is that one. So we're going to whack it off right about there.
And then we're going to bend it up just a little bit so we can get a thing over. We're going to slide a hose over. That hose, I just got rust in my eye, is going to travel up along here, through there, down through here, to about here. And about here, or maybe right here, we're going to put the fuel pump.
Well, alright. As you can see, we decided to take the seats back out and throw the crap barrel carpeting in.
Just so we have some sort of carpeting. 'Cause I don't want to spend money on carpeting. And they're almost the same, so we just we had to cut a little bit off the edges and stuff, but
it was about 3 inches too wide. 2 inches. We had to cut off, what, about like 1.5 inches, an inch on each end.
Side, yeah.
We had to cut some of the holes bigger in here, and as you can see, shine light in there. It's not quite long enough. It doesn't line up perfectly, but it lines up good enough.
It looks terrible with the colors clashing. We got that, and then we got red. Like the seat color and the...
Yep. It'll match the front seats, which are red from the crap arrow.
And it'll match the outside of the car, but that's about it.
Yeah, red and black doesn't look bad, but red and black, and then this cream color.
Ooh, it's got Ebola on it.
Yes, it does. So we got carpeting in, we got fuel system done. That's the hot wire right there for the fuel pump.
Gotta wire that yet.
That's part of the reason we decided to put the carpeting in, so you could run the wire through the floor here and up over there.
And it looks better now.
So, where are your places for switches? What are you thinking?
I don't really quite know yet. I mean, I can't. Maybe. I want to put it on this side because that's just. I don't know. Well, if I start with this, hitting the switch would be easier over here someplace. I don't really know. We'll figure that out.
We might put it in that empty hole right there too.
Yeah, right there.
So then, for fuel system, we got
Here's a light.
a bunch of soft line. So you can see up. There we hooked it into the gas tank. After it comes down, we got it going through that and up over here, through there, down along the side here, and then through there, and it loops around and goes in right there, comes out here, and then runs along the side and hooks up the main line, which should be right there. So hopefully this will work. It's a lot of soft line and I don't like it, and neither does Peter, but we'll deal with it. Basically, all we need now for the car to run is a battery and power to this wire for the fuel pump. But other than that, the gas tank could work, should work. We can fill it up with gas. The fuel gauge should technically work.
Well, we never actually hooked that up, did you?
Yes, I did.
You did?
Yep. What else? Yeah, just a battery and power to that wire. So it's all just power things. The motor's hooked up, gas lines are hooked up. Pedals are, well, we need a throttle cable. We need to fix that. There, now I got some light. The plan here is we got this. There's holes drilled for some switches. We got to drill some more holes for screwing it in, but that's going to go right like that. We'll mount a fuel pump. He wants to do brights on a switch. And then he's got 2 more switches for maybe some other fun stuff like nitrous or exhaust cutout or something. Something fun that'll happen. He put the gauges in. They're not wired yet. We'll wire the temp gauge. The oil pressure gauge is fine. That's just the mechanical one. So that one's set. We got to wire the temp gauge. So basically what we got here for wiring is this wire comes up from the fuel pump. This goes down underneath there. That goes to the fuel pump. It comes up in here. There we got a fuse, 10 amp fuse. And then this comes around to right here. And then this will be on a switch. This will be on a switch. This goes through the firewall back to the starter post. So this will have constant power, and then here's the switch power. So you flip the switch, comes down here, turns the fuel pump on. The wiring stuff is pretty simple most of the time when you just do it like this. So we should have plenty of this wire left over to run a signal wire to a probe somewhere in the engine. Yeah, we'll have plenty. There's a whole bunch of it. We'll run that to the temperature gauge.
Stick it like this.
Just take something, just Zeus right into it.
Whatever you gotta do. Make it work.
Doesn't this have to go up here?
Yes. Well, we can get a longer hose.
Whoa, what'd you just drop? Oh, nothing. Don't worry about it.
Try to put it right there. If we gotta make a bracket for it, we will.
Can I just put a hole in it?
There already is.
There already is a hole.
So,
Otherwise,
yeah,
I'll just Zeus it right here and do some other redneck frickery.
That sounds like a good name for this car.
Redneck frickery.
The saying that we have for this car now is the crap arrow lives on. There are so many parts from the crap arrow. We've got crap arrow seats, crap arrow carpeting, crap arrow this thing. We've got crap arrow engine. Well, that was kind of a given, but
yeah.
so yeah. Exhaust is done. Fuel pump is ready to go. By the time Peter gets the battery hooked up in here, I should have the fuel pump hooked up in there to a switch. And then we got gas right there. Oh, I'm dying. We got gas right there. Fuel tank is in. Fuel lines are good. And then, we got the throttle cable. Peter did that last night while I was building the switch panel. Yeah, we did a lot of fabricating last night. This is a butter knife.
Well, you gotta have a butter knife.
So, yeah, right there. We just made a little extender right there. So hopefully, Peter's mom won't miss that. Because we just yoinked that right out of the kitchen. She watches these videos, doesn't she?
Yeah, she does.
She'll find out about this in about 3 months when this video comes out.
Sorry.
Yeah, he's not sorry. All right. Hopefully the next little video we do here will be first attempt at starting this. Right, we are minutes away from trying to start this up for the first time. Peter's over there electrocuting himself. I just got done zipping these bars off the bottom, the weird bars that were in here like that, and on the other side. We got all the spark plug wires put in, probably in the right order. We got, there's where we put the battery. The light in here is making your eyes look nice and weird.
That's good.
They look better out there.
Look at me, Peter. Yeah. It looks like a raccoon.
Because he's a raccoon.
Alright, next time we're recording, we'll be probably turning the key. Hopefully. Alright, everybody. It's ready to go. Well, maybe. Alright.
Give her about 2.5 pumps and full choke.
Are the jets jetting?
I can't see in there.
Hang on.
Watch your hands.
It'd only be
Hang
the
on.
front ones.
Watch your hands, John.
Hang on. Here, pump it one more time. Nothing. There we go.
There they go.
Okay, do 2 more. There we go. You got 3 pumps in there.
Watch your hand and Josh, move that.
Oh, from the fan?
Something's wrong. Right, so we pulled her back in. We had 2 things that we figured could be a problem. Spark and compression. It sounded like it didn't have any compression in that video, or before when we were recording it. So, well, if you're running into engine problems and it sounds like that, it probably doesn't have any compression. So we pulled the valve covers off. We set all these to 0 lash. There's basically no preload on any of them. I went through it and spun every single push rod. They're loose, probably more loose than they should be. But going cranker once.
We'll do that later.
Just do it.
Do it. Put the freaking bugles down there.
You can see all the dealy whoppers move around in here now. It's kind of cool.
All the deals.
Just give her a couple seconds. As you can see, it sounds a lot different now. So, we're going to zip the valve covers back on. We're going to zip this sucker back outside. Pour some down the throat hole there. And see if we can burn some of our eyebrows off.
It's cold.
Alright, so we're just about ready to fire this sucker up here. And while we were putting the valve covers on, we were discussing possibilities of why it was losing compression, even though we had the valves adjusted the way they should be, which is on a hydraulic cam or with hydraulic lifters, it's 0 lash plus 1/4 to 1/2 a turn, which is exactly how we had them. It's exactly how they were. And we realized this might have solid lifters in it. We really don't know. We've never actually pulled the lifters out except one lifter that I pulled out accidentally once and put it back immediately without really looking at it. So it could have solid lifters, and that would explain why it was running like garbage before and why it sounded like it had 0 compression right now. So we're going to give it a go and see what happens. Hang on here.
Here goes.
This thing is going to be really loud.
Jeez, I thought I was getting shot.
I thought so too.
Okay, I'm a little scared now.
Me too. You want to wake up tomorrow?
No.
Nah,
Send it.
it's not even that late. It's like 8:30.
It's shooting flames.
Is it?
Yeah. Big ass flames.
This is gonna be so. Oh my gosh.
I'm so scared. I don't want to do this anymore.
Dude, do it. I want to hear it.
I think the timing's off.
Yeah, it shouldn't be shooting flames like that.
I really hope I got that on camera. You should be able to see it populating down
oh
there.
my gosh, there was a big blue flame that just boom. That was actually really cool. I really want to hear this thing run now.
You frick yeah.
Scared.
What are you scared of?
I
The
know.
nearest
it's just-
neighbors are like 3
Okay,
miles
look.
down the road.
the headers end right here, and I'm sitting right, like at headers end here, and my seat is
there's
right.
a floor in between
No,
you.
I know that. but my seat vibrates whenever they do that. It just goes.
It's like, dude, it's like a massage chair.
Oh yeah,
Okay, I'm getting in position to see see the
flames?
fireballs.
Well, hopefully
Should
it doesn't do that this time.
Oh yeah. You and I have different wishes. There's one. There's another one. Stop. Okay, I had a nightmare scenario. Like there's sustained fire for a second.
Yeah, I
but
thought I saw that too.
What fire?
I thought, well, is there any? There's snow on the ground underneath there. There shouldn't be anything that can light on fire. All right, we got it started and moved. We're out here now, ready to send it through the farm field.
Some fresh gas.
Yeah, we got some more gas in it. It's cold, so sorry if the camera's shaking, because I'm shivering. So, we're gonna give her a send. You want me to do the choke?